Good evening and thanks for joining us for our special state track and field coverage. We begin tonight with Bangor's Kellen Kravic picking up right where he left off last year. Kravic, the 2015 Division III pole vault champion, enters as the 4th seed today. He was just saving his best for last. Kravic clears 15 feet even to claim back-to-back state gold. He then goes for the outright D3 state record at 15.4, but falls short of that mark. Still another amazing day for the Bangor senior.
15 feet, it honestly started to seem easy as I made it through the season. I made it twice, and then I thought, oh man, I just wasn't really back in at the end of the season. Regional sectionals wasn't going very high. I wasn't even getting first places, so I was kind of down the dumps. But once I got up there, once the bar got up to 15 feet again, I thought, hey, I've done this before. It's been incredible. I started out as a freshman, not very good. My dad said, hey, are you going to pick this up or are you going to try something else? I said, I'm going to pick this up. Went to a lot of camps, learned from a lot of people, learned from a lot of different coaches. I'm glad to do it for Bangor. I'm glad to pump with the community. The Kravic Crazies, as they call themselves, they were crazy today.
Oliva Strum's Jedediah Lorenz, also a 3rd place finish on the pole vault as he clears 13.6. Caden Hockey, another state champion from our region. The Alma Pepin Jr. winning the boys discus, dominating to the point that every one of his throws would have been good enough for this year's title.
I had a really great week of practice, 2 really great coaches, and we focused on a couple really important things, and it all went together today, and I got a big one out there.
With 2 local state title winners down, a 3rd comes tonight on the track despite a much different path to lacrosse. News 8's Charlie Clifford has that story.
While there are plenty of local victories that will be celebrated tonight, there is one international win that made its way here to Veterans Memorial Field. A 16-year-old that spent the last 10 months living in Melrose, Mindoro, has a very important phone call to make tonight back to his family in Switzerland to announce that he is the 800-meter Division III Wisconsin state champion.
Swiss speedster Dominic Ummel is finishing his time in the States in style. On his last weekend before returning home, Ummel picks up a souvenir thanks to 0.4 of a second.
I did track since I was 5, so my dad was a runner. He ran the 800 meter, and my mom, she did decathlon, and so I'm in a track family.
I'd heard about this wonderful runner coming from Switzerland, so I was like, okay, we'll see what he has. He's funny, he's got a sense of humor, but like I said again, he's very, very focused.
Ummel's day began with a phone call home to Switzerland. His folks were just getting off of work in time to hear their son's big guarantee.
I told him, tomorrow when you get up, you'll have a picture of me in a podium, and I'm going to be on top.
An easy message certainly tonight, but later this week, the words certainly will be much tougher to put together than this near 2-minute sprint to a state title.
I've always had good kids from other countries come and join our program, and he's just been above all of that.
I randomly got placed in Melrose, and I really like it there. All these people I got to know, it's hard to say goodbye. Good way to end it.
What a story. Thanks, Charlie. GET freshman Dana Fain running in the 3200 final tonight. She finishes 8 seconds behind first place. Still 2nd place in the state. Not bad for the freshman who gets another opportunity tomorrow in the 1600. A pair from Arcadia are making their presence known on day 1, and a good shot we'll be hearing their names once again tomorrow. Abby Zastro begins her day taking first place in her 400 prelim. Her time of 57.03 puts her as the #1 seed in the event tomorrow. She's also the 3rd seed in the 200. And then there's Iowa State recruit Jim Hesley. He begins his day posting the quickest prelim time in the 110 high hurdles. Aquinas' Isaiah Brown also advancing. Then Hesley begins his defense of last year's title in the 300 hurdles. Also the fastest time in D2 with a 38.96. Top seed in 2 events tomorrow, as well as the 3rd seed in the 200.
Hurdles, everything's been going good. I didn't hit many in the 110s, then 300s. I felt pretty clean through all of them. Finished strong, so looking forward to tomorrow.
Well, I was a little worried at first that the 50-mile-per-hour winds are going to come in and make our times a little slower, but I got out hard and I just tried to finish the race as good as I could.
Also in Division II, West Salem's 4x200 relay setting a new school record and will enter finals tomorrow seated 2nd. 1 minute 29.3. The 4x100 also qualifying. Back on the field, Westby's Noah Shea gets a 4th place state finish in the triple jump. His best mark, 43 feet, 6.75 inches. And teammate Owen Glutch in the pole vault placing 5th. He clears 13 feet. Let's stay in the field for more Division III. North Crawford placing 2 in the top 10 in the triple jump. Skylar Olson 10th, and here Kenny Spencer taking 3rd. Both sophomores, so an exciting future ahead for those two. Girls long jump, Cashton's Jamie Schmitz, 5th in the long jump last season, places 4th in her senior year. Her best jump, 17 feet, 7.25 inches. Back to the track to wrap up the late session. Royal senior Taylor Jurish, quickest time today at the 100, 13.10 seconds. She's also seated 4th in the 200. Yesterday, we previewed the Grukowskis from Indy Gilmanton. Alex will be seated 5th, both in the 400 and 200 tomorrow. And Andrew anchoring the 4x200 relay that will also be seated 5th. Oliva Strum Jr., Jenna Booth with the 5th quickest time in the 100 hurdles. And Brookwood senior Molly Cotton will be a 5th seed in the 300 hurdles. Bangor girls 4x100 relay, 2nd in their heat, and they will be seated 2nd in tomorrow's finals. Welcome back. A pair of Holman Speedsters put together a strong showing today, setting themselves up for a busy championship Saturday. News 8's Charlie Clifford with more.
The headline here locally earlier today in Division I, the pair of sprinters out of Holman, Seth Holden and Aaron Zmolik. These two put themselves in prime positioning for plenty of time on that podium tomorrow. Let's get to the highlights.
Holden eyes his first top 3 state finish. He'll have a chance in the 100-meter dash. His prelim time 6th overall. His partner, the senior Zmolik, is literally right behind him, 11.26 seconds for 7th overall. Next, the 400. It looked as if Holden was on the outside looking in after Heat 1, but his time of 49.81 seconds ties for 10th in the final spot. Holden wins in a tiebreaker by 3/100ths of a second. He's alive in the 400. The pair of Vikings team up with Seth Wilson and Ryan Bennett in the 4x100. They set the school record in 42.33 seconds. That's the 2nd fastest time in the prelims. And somehow there's still gas in the tank for Zmolik, the 200-meter dash. How about 3 for 3? 22-23. Zmolik 3rd overall. He moves on. It's a perfect 6 for 6 for Mr. Holden and Mr. Zmolik.
I like it. It's great to race him, great to have him as a teammate. I was really excited for him that he ran a good time. Kind of got to go in every race, like looking to win. Otherwise, it's not a really good mindset for it.
The 4x1 really, we had the mindset like, oh, we'll sneak into finals, get top 10. And we just came together and we just ran the best race all year. And it was just incredible. I just knew I just had to race the best race of my life today to compete tomorrow.
Reporting at State Track, Charlie Clifford, News 8 Sports.
Thank you, Charlie. More from the Division I morning session. Girls triple jump. Onalaska senior Amanda Wibke jumps 1.5 feet further than her best jump in prelims. 37 feet 9 inches gives her a 5th place state finish. Another final, boys 1600. Central junior Sam Pinkowski just misses podium. A 7th place finish for him at 4 minutes and 16 seconds.